Hi. So this is a test. I have been having a tiny little nudge about offering videos that are channeled messages, channeled in a broader way. So I consider the messages that I've been sharing to be channeled, but they're also mixed with my own personal experiences. So in those messages, I am receiving guidance, having experiences, and then I'm sharing that with you. This test is because I keep feeling that there's something for me to channel directly. And I haven't done this before, so let's just see what we get. Okay. It is with loving intention that I am offering myself as a conduit for a message for the collective. I'm honored and humbled to do this work. Immediately, I'm seeing directly above me an angelic being. I'm actually seeing them with a trumpet, like it's almost like they're making fun and it's a cartoon, like hear ye, with the little thing that drops down off of the trumpet, the little scroll. Funny, very funny. This is the time for joy. This is the time for joy. This is not the time for fear. What if our work was joy? And it feels very much like it is exactly that. This is the time for joy. And I'm being shown all these different ways that joy can be experienced and expressed. And it is very much up for the individual as to how you imbibe this and express this. If you love stand-up comedy, watch stand-up comedy. If you love spending time creating arts and crafts with young children, do that. If you love being in the garden, do that. Whatever brings joy. I'm hearing and feeling this is our job right now. I'm seeing like a whiteboard and it's a big to-do list, and number one is joy. We are a collective human consciousness of love, and as this, we are creative. Our thoughts create. It is important that we take responsibility for the things we think and how we spend our time. Joy seems to be at the top of the order. Now I'm seeing number 2 written, and under that is love, which is obviously the most important thing. Loving ourselves, as we open ourselves to receive it, it's how we also are able to give it. We can receive something on behalf of the collective in order to give it to the collective. Number 3, so joy, love. I just saw a number 3, but I'm not seeing yet what this is. I'm seeing kindness / rest. So this would just not be only kindness to other people, but kindness to ourselves, and that in the terms of rest. I'm seeing a hamster wheel, and I think this is really indicative of the world in which we find ourselves, especially here in the U.S., where things have become so dark and challenging. I'm seeing this hamster wheel, and the hamster, of course, is never getting anywhere, and we need a rest, like deep quality rest. And again, it's individual, whatever speaks to you. Joy, love, kindness, and rest. Being kind to ourselves, being gentle with ourselves, embracing this little inner child within ourselves. Healing, healing. I also feel drawn that of the people who are watching this video right now, this message was obviously for the collective. This next part, I feel, is going to be very specific in terms of this person coming through. I'm receiving the name Tom. I am seeing a tall, slender man with dark hair and like dark framed glasses. He's a musician. I'm specifically getting jazz music around Tom. He has a really phenomenal sense of humor. And it feels, I'm hearing the word tragic, so it feels as though he did pass in a very tragic manner. And that the person receiving this message is carrying around this complicated grief around their passing because they had not been in contact with Tom for a while. I'm trying to see what the relationship here is between that person, and I feel like the person that this message is for does identify as female. This person the message is for. I feel like there's a nickname around this too, like calling this person Curly Q. There's something about Curly Q. He's really funny. It's almost like he can affect almost like a hip cat kind of jazzy kind of persona just to be really silly. He feels very light. He is, it also feels as if he's taking some responsibility for his passing, and it feels very much as though he struggled with depression, and I'm hearing addiction was probably a factor as well. And this person that's carrying around this complicated grief, he is saying there's nothing that you could have done to change this. As much as it looks like it was preventable, he's showing me like a timeline and saying everything was exactly on time as it was meant to be, even though it doesn't feel like that. Let me see if, and it does feel like you have one of his hats. So if this is you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And please know that Tom is asking you to please lay down this guilt and regret that you're carrying, feeling that you could have done something to prevent this because there's not anything you could do. I am hearing that this is like a best friend kind of vibe. So even if he was your uncle and you were like super close, like best friends, or straight up best friends, I'm definitely getting best friend vibes here. And there's something like you're beating yourself up about, I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. No, he's laughing and saying he was really adept at keeping this to himself. So I'm going to thank him. I'm going to thank you. Thank you for bearing with me on this little test of channeling a message. And I look forward to receiving your feedback. Until next time. Peace.